Hello and welcome to today's video. So this time we're going to be looking at Doctor Who trading card, bubblegum, cigarette card sets from the 1960s and 1970s. And once again, I've got my good friend Andy along, who's sharing his incredible collection with us today. So without further ado, sit back, relax, and let's get to it.
Hello, right, yes, nice to be back. So, Doctor Who card sets.
Indeed,
and a few other items as well we'll be having a look at.
Well, we've definitely been looking forward to this one, Andy, that's for sure. I've always loved Doctor Who, as have you. We're big fans of the show.
Sure.
And we've pretty much got everything today, haven't we, to see? Pretty much.
Quite a lot.
Yeah.
Quite a lot.
There's lots of bits of memorabilia here, so
yeah.
I think it's going to be a great video. So what have we got first of all then?
First of all is the very first ever Doctor Who card set of any kind.
And that's these ones here,
That's these ones here, which are the Cadet Sweets set from
Right,
1964.
Right.
Came with sweet cigarettes, or candy sticks as they're now known.
Yeah.
They feature a kind of Hartnell look-alike Doctor.
Yeah.
And they've got the Daleks in, and they've also got the Voord.
Right.
The Voord didn't appear on much more merchandise.
No, that's true.
From the Keys of Marinus, so I guess it was easy to negotiate the rights to use the Voord as well as the Daleks, because of course Keys of Marinus was written by the same author.
Terry Nation, yeah, of course, yeah.
But this is a set of 50.
Right. And what would one card per packet of cigarettes?
One card per pack of 10 sweet cigarettes.
Wow, okay.
Cadet Sweets was part of Cavenham Confectionery Group, which was James Goldsmith's company.
Yeah.
They also made Dalek chocolate bars back in 1965.
Right.
One or two other bits. But yeah, it's a nice set. There was a mail-away album for them, but it was a generic Cadet Sweets album. It wasn't a dedicated album for this actual set.
I see, yeah.
Lovely artwork.
Yes, indeed.
Richard Jennings, who was the artwork, who did the artwork for the Daleks TV21 Dalek strip.
I see, right, yeah.
For the first 49 issues of TV21 comic, the
Yeah.
comic. He also did work on all three 60s Dalek annuals, the Dalek book, the Dalek World, the Dalek Outer Space book.
Right, yeah, beautiful, really nice
They're
style,
lovely
isn't
artwork.
it? Yeah.
He was a very good artist. He worked on Eagle comic in the 1950s, worked with Frank Hampson.
Yeah.
Took a lot from Hampson's art style. Did other card sets as well. He did a very nice space set called Moonshot bubblegum card set.
Yeah.
He did other Barrett Company sets as well, Z-Cars.
All right, yeah.
Second Z-Car series, Space Mysteries, which is a very nice set about UFOs.
Yeah.
Really nice. So as you can see, the Daleks are kind of like they looked as he did them in TV21. You've got the Emperor Dalek there as well.
Oh, yeah.
TV21 Emperor Dalek. So
that's brilliant.
Yeah, they tell a story.
Like you say, the likeness isn't quite Hartnell, is it?
No, it's, I mean, you see this Doctor compared to the earlier cards.
Yeah.
It's actually a different looking Doctor.
Yeah.
They couldn't have had the rights to the actual actors. So
oh, do you think that's what it was?
So it's an approximation of the Doctor.
Oh, that makes sense, I suppose, doesn't it? But they are beautiful cards, really, really nice.
Really nice.
A very nice set. Is this set rare to get now?
It's not massively
too bad.
rare. They were big sellers at the time. I think they were on the shelves until about the late 60s, about
Really?
69. Yeah,
Right.
They were big sellers. There is actually the rare version. Actually, is another version. You can see these say Cadet Sweets on the back.
Yeah.
And it's got the album offer.
Mm-hmm.
There is actually another printing of these, which doesn't say Cadet Sweets on the back and doesn't have an album offer. It's Goodies. Now, Goodies was another part of the Cavenham Confectionery Group.
Yeah.
The Goodies set, it's exactly the same set, except they say Goodies on the backs.
Yeah.
I think they are slightly larger cards, very slightly.
Right.
They were made in 1969, but they weren't issued. Don't know why, a bit of a mystery. There is definitely documentation at the time which pins them to being made in 1969.
Right.
As far as we know, the only time they ever came on the market at all was in 1983.
Wow.
When Goodies, who was still going then, made, amongst other things, Doctor Who chew bars.
Right.
Like that.
Oh, right. And that is one. Right.
That's one of the wrappers.
So this is from 1983. I'd say
82.
82, that one, right? 82. Yeah, it's got K9 on, yeah.
But in 83, for Christmas, they released tubs of these under the name Doctor Who Christmas Candy. There were 3 different flavours of these. We've got the orange one.
Right.
There was also raspberry and apple. And the goodies version of these cards, you got one of the cards in every tub of these this Doctor Who Christmas candy.
I see.
But I think they thought it was going to be cards of the Peter Davison Doctor, who was the Doctor at the time, of course. When they realised these cards weren't, they've got withdrawn.
Right.
So they weren't around very long. They're very, very scarce.
Yeah.
But there is that other version.
Okay, well, that's good to know.
Goodies. But yeah, it's a bit of a mystery why they didn't come out in 1969 in any way.
No.
But they didn't. I mean, there's no goodies version of the Sweets of Gret card pack or anything like that. So yeah, bit of a mystery those.
Indeed, yeah.
But they do exist if anyone wants to look for them.
And a very very nice set indeed. Yeah. Lovely. Okay.
So here's the second set.
Yes.
I did have some of these as a kid.
I had a few in the 80s, I think, through my hands.
This is the Walls Doctor Who Adventure set, 1967.
Yeah.
Set of 36, which came with Walls Skyray ice lollies.
Right.
You had one card per lolly wrapper. Yeah. Tucked inside in a little packet.
Nice. Was it against the lolly, or you said in a packet? Yeah.
There's a little kind of inner sleeve inside the packet, and the cards used to be tucked inside.
I see.
Yeah. That's what Skyray lollies looked like at the time, which they made into these actual
rockets,
spaceships. So you've got the Daleks again, which we'll see in a minute. You've got these things called Astro Beetles as well, which kind of look like little toy cootie things you used to get at the time. Snap together little beetle things, but you've got the Daleks. The art on these is by Patrick Williams, comic artist.
Right.
Who used to do a lot for TV comic. He used to do the Avengers strip, Steed and Mrs. Peel. Yeah. In TV comic, he used to do the Adam Adamant Lives strip. And he did do Doctor Who strips as well. Right. I think he did about 10 Doctor Who strips. I think they all appeared in either the TV comic holiday specials in the late 60s and the 1968 annual. I don't think he actually did any strips in the weekly comic. Right. But he was a Doctor Who artist at the time, and he got the gig of doing the cards. I actually really like these as a kid. Yeah, set of 36, as I say.
The Walls logo, very distinctive on the back.
The Walls logo.
And this would have been, I suppose, Troughton era, wouldn't it? But
it is Troughton era. Yeah. Again, it's kind of an amalgam Doctor. They didn't have the rights to use either Hartnell or Troughton's likeness. It was on the cusp of Troughton just becoming the Doctor, really. So yeah, that's they kind of had to fudge it a bit like they did with the first series. Right. But they're a good fun series.
Absolutely.
There was an album, which we will see later.
Okay, yeah, we'll have a look at the album a bit later.
The album's lovely. Yeah. Really, really top quality example of its kind. Really
Brilliant.
Nice. But yeah, they're 1967.
Lovely. Excellent. Okay then, so Andy, these look vaguely familiar from when I was a kid in the 70s.
These are from a little bit later. This is the next, what could be called a Doctor Who card set. There were other promotions in between the 1967 set and these, which we'll get onto a bit later, we'll mention.
Okay.
But these are from 1975. So this is the first Weetabix set, Doctor Who and His Enemies, set of 24, and they are actually little stand-up figures. The artwork is on both sides of the card.
Okay.
Yes, I see. Got the reverse artwork.
Yeah.
They came in Weetabix breakfast cereal. You had one block of 4 figures in a 24-pack box of Weetabix, or 2 blocks in a 48-pack box of Weetabix. Loved these as a kid.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cracking artwork by Gordon Archer.
Yeah.
Who was a commercial artist, did a lot of work for Weetabix. Over the mid to late 70s, did a lot of sets. These are great. He's obviously worked in photo reference, and they're really accurate. They're lovely. You can make stand-up figures of them.
I see they've got like a little score there, so you could sort of stand them up. Yeah.
And there were, on the backs of the boxes, there were 6 different action settings which you could cut out and fold. And
like a little diorama.
Yeah, little play sets. Some of the boxes had a cut-out TARDIS as well.
Wow.
This is how they actually came in the packs.
Okay.
They came in these blocks. So every block had a Dalek.
I see, yeah. Because they were the popular ones.
Yeah, everyone had a Dalek. And
So these have never been opened. These are
unopened.
as issued.
So what you would do, I'm not going to do it.
No.
But you tore the top off, and you've got another 2 inside. There's 1, 2,
and 2 more inside.
You had your block of 4.
Wow, that's brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah, that's how they came. If you want to see one opened and what one of the background looks like, made up with figures, Serial Offers. Go to his website channel. Okay. He's got a very good actual website as well. His YouTube channel, rather. There is a video of him opening one, and you see what one of the actual.
Oh yeah, we'll put a little bit of the website up as we go through these.
Good stuff. But that's how they came in the packets.
Right. I mean, I do remember them back then.
Yeah.
And so there was the 48s, 24s, 12s, different 24s, size boxes.
24s and 48s.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
But there's 24 different actual characters,
Brilliant.
and they range from, the most recent one there would be, obviously it's Tom Baker and Sarah Jane Smith.
Yeah.
The most recent characters would be the giant robot.
Yeah, that's
just after it
12,
started,
wasn't it? Yeah.
1975, and you've got ones going back to the Troughton era. You've got a Yeti, you've got a white robot from the Mind Robber.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but a lot of it's Pertwee stuff. You've got a Quark there.
Yeah.
A lot of it's Pertwee stuff.
Absolutely, yeah. Season 11, season 12, majority.
Yeah.
But a little bit of earlier stuff. Yeah.
But lovely set.
Brilliant.
Really good.
Yeah, really, really nice to see. And quite nostalgic, actually. Yeah, brilliant. So what's this, Andy?
Well, this is something I just couldn't resist when I found out it was available. This is a signed, numbered, limited edition print of the Gordon Archer artwork, as you can see, signed by the late artist himself.
Oh, right. He's passed away now,
He's no longer with us, sadly. It was a numbered limited edition of 100.
Wow.
Which was made available by his son, John, who has a website called yellowplanet.com. This might even still be available. Okay. But there's other Doctor Who prints available as well. Star Trek, the motion picture, he did the artwork for the Weetabix set for that. Yeah. But it's just a really nice way to have them displayed.
Indeed, and you framed yours one.
Framed, actually. You can buy them framed from him, and reasonable price, very reasonable price.
That's lovely.
But it's a nice way to have probably my favourite Doctor Who, certainly the 70s sets.
Brilliant.
Really nice selection. Nicely set out.
It's really fantastic.
Yeah.
Right. So, what are these then, Andy?
These octagonal beauties are from 1976. This is the Typhoo Teabags set of 12, The Amazing World of Doctor Who.
Ah, yes.
You've got one of these cards in a 36 teabag pack, 2 in a 72 pack, 4 in a 144 pack.
Wow. Okay.
Remember having a fair few of these at the time.
Yeah.
The first ever colour photo Doctor Who set. They're quite something at the time.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah.
Most of them are production shots. I think some of these are from. I mean, that one's definitely from one of the exhibitions.
Yes.
Obviously. You've got
a few from the show.
A bit later, characters like Crinoid and Zygons. Sarah Jane there, is that from Pyramids of Mars?
Pyramids of Mars, with the rifle,
Yeah, so a very nice set.
Absolutely.
These were bootlegged in the 90s.
Right.
Someone did do a bootleg reprint of these. Very, very hard to tell apart.
Yes.
Unless you've got...
and I remember they were at all the fairs. I remember seeing them. They were probably bootlegged.
They were bootlegged, yeah. Hard to tell apart unless you've got one next to the other.
Right.
The bootlegs are just very slightly less sharp quality.
Right.
But and there was a mail away offer.
Yes.
It says on the backs.
Yeah, absolutely.
For £1,
you
could get a book and a wall chart to stick the cards on.
Oh, brilliant. So I see you've got the book there, which looks a bit like an annual.
Yes, it is. It was actually made by World Distributors, who did do the Doctor Who annuals.
Indeed.
So you got this for £1 with the wall chart, or 20 pence if you just wanted the wall chart on its own. Yeah, there were 15,000 of these printed, apparently.
Right.
A lot of it is reprints from the 1976 Doctor Who annual. The comic strips all are, with art by Paul Compton. He did the artwork.
Oh, yeah.
Couple of the stories, The Vampires of Krelium and On the Slippery Trail, are unique to this book, I believe.
Right.
The others are reprints. Not sure about all the features.
No.
But yeah.
So, I do remember this, and it's a harder annual to find now. Well, if indeed we call it an annual.
Yeah, a bit. Yeah. As I say, the print room was only 15,000.
Which isn't a lot, is it?
Ones that didn't sell in the promotion. So you've got some 1960s Dalek reprints
good
in there
stuff,
as well.
yeah.
And Turner stuff. They were the ones that didn't sell remained at W.H. Smith's. You buy them in W.H. Smith's.
And I see. Yeah, rather than mail order.
Yeah.
It's nice. It's a nice. But there's a poster as well.
And there's a wall chart, as they call it.
Which we may need to make a little bit of space for. So hold it right there. And the poster is so enormous, we couldn't fit it in. So I've got Andy there demoing it, and there's a little spot where the cards would fit in.
Yeah.
That you collected. Well, Andy, I can see this is Weetabix again.
This is the second Weetabix set. So this is from 1977.
Yeah.
Again, 24 cards, like the first Weetabix set.
Yeah.
Artwork, again, by Gordon Archer on the actual cards, not on the card backs this time. He did do the artwork on the card backs for the first series, but not these. These, again, you can sort of stand these figures up.
Yeah.
They're actually really designed to be used as playing pieces for the board games which were printed on the back of the boxes for different ones.
Yes.
So that's what these were actually used for in conjunction with the boxes. And every one in every pack of 4 cards has this secret message from the Time Lords. The cipher for which to decode the messages was printed on the inside of every box.
Right. Yeah. You could work out the message.
You could work them out, yeah. I don't have sort of unopened blocks of these.
No.
I've just got the loose ones. But yeah, nice range of characters
Very
again.
nice, yeah.
Yeah. Not quite as nice artwork as the 1975 ones, but nice.
Yeah, and what year were these again?
77.
So a couple of years later, yeah. Evidently, people remembered that first series. Must have been a bit of a hit.
Must have done well.
Yeah, it must have done well for them to do it.
At this point, Doctor Who absolutely
was really riding high, wasn't
its
it?
popularity.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
So
it really was hot back then.
Yeah, good stuff.
Oh, that's a really nice set. They're really colourful, aren't they? A bit more
They're
colourful
nice
than the original ones. Well, this is quite a display here, Andy. What's all this about?
Yeah, this is just a quick look at one or two other early 70s promotions, really. These are the Nestle chocolate bar wrapper sets. Now, these are reproductions.
Yeah.
I thought it'd be easier to just bring reproductions, to be honest, rather than handle the rather pricey originals.
Yes, indeed.
But yeah, 2 different series they did. One's from 1971, which is these, which are also issued again in 72. These are originals with the 3p price.
And they're numbered as well.
They're numbered. 72 ones don't have the price on.
Okay.
They are numbered. It is a sequential story called Doctor Who fights Master Plan Q.
Yeah, and that actually looks like, say, Roger Delgado.
They were able to use Roger Delgado.
And that's clearly Pertwee, isn't it? Yeah. But what are they doing with his hair?
But yeah, very popular set at the time. I can remember buying them at the time, these.
They're fantastic, but the originals, they are incredibly rare, aren't they? And
they are pricey. They are around, but they're pricey. You're talking probably 20 quid a wrapper minimum.
Right, right.
Yeah.
So quite a set to get together if you're looking to do it.
They are nice, yeah. And these are the Tom Baker ones.
Right, which I do vaguely remember.
Yeah, these are from 1975.
Yeah.
No continuing story, as I say, just different characters.
Oh, yeah, a little thing on each
Sarah
one.
Jane Brigadier, Harry Sullivan, Benton, and
the TARDIS. A rare bit of Harry Sullivan memorabilia as well. Wow.
Yeah. I think these are probably a bit scarcer than the 71,
the
72 ones, to be honest.
Really?
But yeah, that's the Tom Baker.
And once again, did you pick these repros up offline?
Yeah.
Someone had done a cheap set?
Yeah. It was just easy to do and handle, really.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, but very delicate, aren't they?
It gives you an idea of just what they look like en masse.
Yeah, they're fantastic, really colourful.
They are very nice.
Oh, they're lovely to see. I didn't know that was a set of with a continuing story.
Yeah, continuing storyline.
Never knew that at all.
And of course, the other early 70s promotion was the Badgers, again, from 1971. Sugar Smacks, yeah. So that's the 6. As you can see, I've got the Star Trek ones on this card as well from a couple of years before. Yeah. But they did do others. They did Jerry Anderson sets and things. But that's the 6.
The 6 Doctor Who Badgers. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, I've got these myself, and they're so much fun. They're so iconic almost, aren't they? Yeah. And I really love them. Yeah. I think the unit logo, when I was putting a set together recently, like in the last 5 years, the unit logo was the toughie.
Yes,
for me.
It does seem to be the toughest one to find. They came in little sealed packets.
Yeah.
And the original boxes and merch, anything like that. There was an original large size Sugar Smacks box sold on eBay about 4 weeks ago. Pretty nice condition.
Yeah.
It was the one with the badges offer, which
Yeah.
is not the case with all of them. The other things did come with the Doctor Who serial. 570 it went for.
Wow. For the empty
box. How many of those did we throw away?
Well, yes, I can imagine.
Hence the price.
Incredible. Yeah.
Over £500. Yeah. But that's the other main early 70s promotion, really, was the Sugar
Smacks. Oh, brilliant.
Sugar Smacks one.
Lovely to see.
Okay.
Well, these look really nice and colourful, Andy.
Yes, I thought I'd bring these in. This is just going back to the Walls Skyray promotion.
Yeah.
There were a number of adverts in UK Weekly Comics. These are from Eagle, which was printed on better paper.
Yeah.
So subsequently, they look nice.
They do. They're really nice and vibrant, aren't
lovely.
they?
That one absolutely pops off the page.
It's incredible, isn't it?
So that's from Eagle, dated 27th of May 1967.
Yeah.
Patrick Williams artwork. Again, definitely the same artwork as the cards themselves.
Indeed.
So that's when it first came out.
Lovely.
That's what you got for your sixpence. Nice Skyray lolly.
Yeah.
And this one's from later in the promotion. This is from Eagle from 2nd of September 67, with some additional pictures.
Oh, yes.
It's as you can see, it's a competition.
Right.
Yeah, this looks again like Patrick Williams artwork. If it's not, it's somebody doing it in his style.
Yeah.
They're not actually from the cards. It's different pictures from the story. If you wanted every picture, there are those as well. I think it is Patrick Williams artwork.
Wow.
But that's probably the two nicest big adverts from the time.
Very, very nice indeed. I mean, that would look great sort of framed out, wouldn't it?
Seriously thinking of
so good. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just the thing you want on your walls. That brilliant. Okay, that's lovely. Okay, so this does look familiar as well.
And staying with the Walls set, here is the album, which we did briefly mention.
Yes, indeed.
You could buy this for £1, and it's a really superior example of a card album from the time.
Yeah.
It's lovely. It's got a wraparound cover, again, by Patrick Williams.
Oh, yes, lovely,
lovely, with the Astro Beetles and the Daleks. Actually signed by him there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
Very, very nice.
If you want to have
I would like to have a look through. Yeah.
Just do be careful of this page, because this is segmented.
Yes.
And it's actually still all in
you can turn over that first page.
All in one piece. It was so you could actually move parts of the page and see what the interior is.
There we are. And that is one of the Space Raiders. Yeah. I see. And then there was a colouring in page by the look of it.
Yeah.
This is what a Dalek looks like on the outside.
It's not segmented, but you get to...
And now draw within this shell
draw.
all the parts that you think a Dalek uses to move, talk, think, and exterminate. Isn't there a man inside? Oh, the Doctor Who mind mesmerizer,
Careful of that page.
Yeah, steady. Don't look too hard, viewers, at that page.
Yeah, so there's the competition again. There's the artwork from the advert.
So that was designed to be cut out. There's a lot that could go wrong with this book as a collector, isn't there?
There's a lot that we could get drawn on and chopped up.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so that's from the advert we saw just now.
Oh yes, brilliant.
It's a really fabulous album. Way better than most other albums.
Yeah, absolutely. They went to town, didn't they? They went to town.
Yeah.
Is that a little short story as well?
Yeah.
Wowee. They really ticked all the boxes, didn't they?
Yeah. So this is the story of the cards.
Oh, wow.
So you could stick them in if you wanted to.
In each spot.
Yeah.
I see. Yeah. Not like yours, Andy, in a lovely album.
Yeah.
Oops. There we are. And they have the whole lot, of course. Yeah.
It's all set.
Yeah, I remember in my early days of picking up the odd Who bit and piece, I picked up a few odd cards in the 80s, but even then they were very, very scarce. But and then there was another colouring in bit at the back there,
which somebody has neatly done in felt tip at some point.
Yeah, they didn't do a bad job considering the rest of the album is absolutely mint, Yeah. Very, very nice album, Andy. Like you say, one of the best.
Yeah.
That was ever made for.
It is a really
those sorts of sets.
really nice, high quality one. And just lastly, we'll go right back to the beginning again.
Yes.
Dalek sweet cigarettes. There we go. I know you like sweet cigarettes.
I do love these. I mean, I don't own any, but I just love looking at them. They're just brilliant.
From 1964.
I think what we'll do, I'm going to zoom right in. So hold on one sec. Okay. So there they are. So why have you got two, Andy?
There is a variation.
Okay.
As we'll see in a moment, there's different pictures on the backs. I mean, you've got red there. That's more orange.
Yeah.
If you look very closely, the rocks are slightly different artwork.
I hadn't noticed. Yeah.
This one has a weight notification on the side. That doesn't.
Right.
They're slightly different.
Ever so slightly different.
Different. They're both Cadet Sweets. You've got two different pictures on the back. Not quite sure which one came first.
No.
I think it might be that one. Or why there was a running change.
And just the two variations.
Just the two.
Yeah. And very nice. They're lovely. Like, it's like a piece of the 60s you're holding in your hand there, isn't it? You know, just incredible. And I hope one day that you can dig out the rest of your sweet cigarettes so we can ogle them all. Because
you'll love a ball. But nice items. They do. They're not ultra rare.
No,
they do crop up. As I say,
you can get them. The big sellers.
Yeah, they were big sellers for a number of years. They weren't just around for a few months like the Walls cards.
No,
they're on sale longer. Probably why there was a running change to the box at some point. But nice items.
Absolutely fantastic. So thanks for bringing all this lovely Doctor Who memorabilia in today, and it was a joy to see this early stuff.
You're welcome.
Now, what have you got planned for next month then?
Next month, Jules, it's going to get a bit gory.
Okay.
As it always does when Mars attacks.
Aha.
And related sets.
Okay, that will be fantastic. Yeah. I'm a big fan of the Mars attacks. So brilliant. I shall look forward to it. Well, once again, thanks very much for bringing these ones in today.
Okay.
I hope you've enjoyed it at home. If you have, do please give the video a thumbs up. Do please leave a comment. What would you like to see from Andy's astonishing collection in the future? And I shall look forward to seeing you again very soon. Bye.
Bye.